What is up, YouTubers? Yubatuba, how you doing? Hey, if you like this content, any of my content, if you like this video that I'm about to go over with my own photographs compared to fiction, yeah, because what I have is real journalism. If you like this content, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe, because I would like to get a bigger audience for the really good stuff that I have. I have some really good stuff. I have journalism, videographic, photographic, going back all the way to 2020. The area that I collect this, it's a hot spot, okay? So, I've got some really good stuff. And the last thing I'm going to do is put the good stuff out there to an audience of 5 people. That's just ridiculous. Why would I do that? So yeah, please do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Put the word out. Go look at my other content. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, please. Yeah, so I was scrolling through YouTube, and I remembered, the show Stranger Things. I remember watching like a first few episodes back in 2018. My girlfriend and I, she showed me, hey, yeah, and we got into watching it after we saw like 20 to 30 bright balls of light, orbs. They were UFOs. They were off in the distance. They came just gliding in. They were a couple miles away up in the sky. My depth perception is pretty good. I've got very good eyesight. So does she. We were like, what is that? Those aren't airplanes. Look how they're moving. Look how they're the formation. It was like 20 to 30 of them clustered together, just like that photograph from like 1954, I believe, 1950s. The cluster of orbs, lights going over the White House. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look that up. Look up UFOs over the White House. It looked just like that. Weird formation. They come flying in, and then they stop. They just stop moving. And then we're like, well, what is that? Is that helicopters? It's like, well, no. It's total silence. And then in groups of like 5, the clusters, they started going up, and up in groups. And this is after they sat still in the sky for several minutes. Then they started going up. So we got into looking up UFOs and stuff like that. And, and then Stranger Things, that show, she was like, hey, come watch this. And yeah, so I never saw any of it after that. I saw a few episodes for first season. And then the other day I was scrolling through YouTube, and it was like, hey, here's a scene from the Stranger Things, whatever season they're in now. I think it's over with, but I was like, yeah, cool. So the monster thing finally came out. Yeah. Because I remember that boy being taken into the different dimension, and he was communicating with his mother with the Christmas tree lights. Y'all remember that? That was like, yeah, an episode or 2 after that. That's all I saw of it. I saw this. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, the interdimensional being finally came through. Yeah, so I watched it, and yeah, this is a clip from whatever episode. I watched it on YouTube, and yeah, so yeah, that's really cool, that right there, that is very interesting to me. It's wild, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Yeah, and there's the sheriff dude. Yeah, he's awesome. Look at this. Oh, looks like so is that what its eyes are? Huh, interesting. Yeah, so this is fiction. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me. I live in poverty. I don't have a perfect setup yet. I have a crappy laptop. I have to do all this from my cell phone. And I thought I had notifications turned off. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. That was Chili from Delete All's notification. Yeah. So look at this. This is a depiction of what an interdimensional being would look like, I guess, right? This is what they came up with. They're pretty creative. This is fiction, though, right? Keep that in mind. This is fiction, okay? All right. So that's fiction. This is not fiction. This is recording that this is my recording from 2020. This was the night that it all started. Look at that. Yeah, so just about everything that sorry about that. Everything that I have posted so far is a scratch on the surface of what I have. What I do have posted so far in my videos and my shorts, please go watch my short videos. I have more of those than I do the real long videos. All of that is from the same night in 2020. What I've released is a small percentage of what I have. I've got 5 years of this stuff. But yeah, this is the whatever this orb was that night, this object. These things were just coming in and out of it like it was a portal or something. Look at that. Look, you see the arms, the torso? Look at the head. Look. So it looks a lot like that. Looks a lot like their depiction, their creativity that they came up with from Stranger Things, doesn't it? Look at that. Look. And to beat it all is, I remember that night. I remember this happening. No, not this. I remember that night. I remember what I saw. I don't remember this, though. A lot of my recording from that night, I don't remember. Like this right here. I don't remember this. There's other stuff recorded that night that I don't remember. But hey, it was recorded. My cell phone was recording. And yes, unfortunately, I did not know that this night was going to happen. I had no idea that, hey, I need to upgrade to a better phone with a better camera, because guess what's going to happen tomorrow night at 1 o'clock in the morning as I walk out the door on the phone with a friend, walking out saying, yeah, honey, yes, yep, I'm walking out right now. I'm coming out. Huh? I'm looking down the road, and I'm like, oh my God, you're not going to believe what I'm looking at. Well, what the hell am I looking at? What? Oh my God, there's a UFO out here. It looks like a pyramid. It's a pyramid. What? Yeah, I had the worst cell phone possible. Worst camera. It was an Orbic Wonder. Yeah, terrible camera on that thing. Terrible. Yeah. So, but look at that. Just look at it. You know, so these are screenshots from the recordings. Yeah, there were several recordings that night because I didn't have my settings on the phone and all that perfect where, yeah, the cell phone only allowed me to record for 10 minutes and then it just stopped, you know, and stopped the recording. And then I had to, you know, start another recording, 10-minute limit. It just ridiculous. I should have went to my I didn't have time to go to my cell phone settings and turn screw with the resolution, all that. I didn't. I was overwhelmed with this excitement, fear, more excitement than fear though. But, these screenshots are fractions of a second in between. But look at that. Then go back and look at that entity from Stranger Things. Wow, pretty identical. So I would like to know where Stranger Things came up with that idea for that entity. I would love to know it. So ever since this night, though, stranger things have happened to me. Strange things have happened ever since this all started. I think I got a 10-minute limit on what I can do because my channel is, not famous. So I think we have 10 minutes is all we can do. So, yeah, look at that. Let me know what you think. Okay.